Well, welcome back here. Let's see. I think we waiting to run down through the grid here. So go ahead, Dwayne. I'll let you run down through the grid there.
All right, we're going to have Bryce Hilton on the pole with a speed of 52.876. Starting his outside will be Mateus Faras, James Mugen in third, Michael Pegg fourth, Thomas Holder qualified in fifth, Gary Slavinsky sixth, Brandon Simpson in seventh, Randolph Richard in eighth, Derek Fulton in ninth. Ben Gear will be the last driver in the top 10. Kevin Lee will start 11th. EJ DeBoer in 12th. Ryan Roberts qualified 13th. Nick Donati in 14th. Ian Butler 15th. Damon Pacheco in 16th. Damon Mays 17th. Ronald Schneer in 18th. Sandy Curtis 19th. Brandon Carlson 20th. Dale Prakop Valiqui in 21st. Caleb Willett in 22nd. Yvonne Boltus in 23rd. And Dan Witt in 24th, the last driver to take a qualifying time. Michael Poultis in 25th. Danielle Lewis 26th. And then Billy Rickett in 28th, Kerry Whitmer 29th, Giovanni in 30th, 31st is Sean Fraser, James Hackthorne in 32nd, rounding out the field. So 32 drivers starting the race tonight.
Very good. Very good. Wow. Nice size field.
Yes, sir. Decent sized field. We should see a lot of 2 wide, 3 wide racing tonight.
Okay, 75 laps. So one green, white checkered if we need them, correct?
That is correct. And 2 fast repairs.
Yep, 2 fast repairs.
And it looks like they lowered the fuel. It used to be 58%. It's now 57. So they're going to not be able to go. That's about 2 laps shorter on the fuel run.
Wow. I don't know why they did that.
I don't know. Probably because of the fuel mileage race last week. A lot of people had it dialed in.
That makes it interesting.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun night.
I thought that was one of the best races of the season so far last week.
Absolutely. All right, here we go, Rudy. Pace car is off. These guys are getting ready to hit that loud pedal. Bryce Hinton's going to bring him down to the restart zone. Green is out. We are underway at Talladega.
Pretty even start so far.
Yep, both lines still formed up pretty good. The outside line's got a few pushers there. Looks like they're going to be in a dead heat as they come out of 2. Outside line with the momentum now. Mateus Farias in the lead. Michael Pegg goes down to his inside, shoves him out. He's going to be falling back.
Oh, man, yeah, he gets shoved out quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, Pegg went to his inside. He left too much room, and now Pegg looks to be leading the first lap with a big push by Slapinski.
Yes, sir. Them two, boy, you get them two together, they're gone. Wow.
And they both
drop
come
it
down
to the bottom. Wow.
And that'll give the lead to Randolph Richard of that outside line. And not many cars lined up behind him. He's going to need some help if he's going to start moving forward.
Yeah, that outside line. We've been seeing this lately, and I don't know why the outside line has just not been productive. I don't know. I really can't explain that, because usually the outside line is very, very competitive on that outside, and it's the only way you're going to be able to pass. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just follow the guy on the inside, the leader, for 75 laps, and he's going to win the race.
Well, the problem they have right now, Rudy, is there's 33 cars out there, and only 8 of them are on that outside line. So that's why the outside line is not moving right now.
Yep. Yeah, but that inside line is so broken up. Goodness,
Mm-hmm.
But they're getting tightened back up. There they go. They're tightening back up now. All right. Because it was kind of busted up there for a minute. You got to get that nose to tail like that to get the speed out of it. And I know it takes a few laps for everybody's nerves to kind of settle down after the start of the race, and
we got a
all
wreck.
that. Oh, who was it?
Go back and take a look. That was a big wreck. I got to see where it started here.
Oh, no.
All right. It looks like that started with the 128 car, Ronald Schreier, and the 25 of Brandon Carlson. They were 3 wide. Carlson just he really just tried to go in the middle, but there was nowhere. There was no hole. Just kind of bumper hooked him. Around they went, and the guys behind him just had to check up, and it was just carnage from there.
All right. So first caution of the race out on lap 4, is it, or 3? I think it was lap 3.
Lap 3, we're now on 4 as they catch up to the pace car here. Yeah. Don't know how many drivers we're going to see on pit road. With the limited fuel, we could see a bunch, or we could see a few.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm pitting this early, though, I'm taking fuel only for sure.
Right. Exactly.
All right. We're about to see any takers on pit road. None from the front.
Hmm.
Yep. Nope. Well, we got one.
One driver coming in.
James Muga. He's bringing a few with him. Derek Fulton, Damon Mays, Kevin Lee, Mateus Freitas, our pole sitter, is coming in. And pretty much everybody in the back half of the field's coming in to top off.
It could be a good thing. Yeah, could be a good thing. You just never know anymore, I mean, it's just a guessing game. You don't need every strategy that gets played out there. You think you maybe have the winning strategy, but somebody could out strategize you. And we seen a classic example of that last week with that fuel mileage race. And man, what a race that turned out to be. We didn't think that them guys would have enough to make it to the end. And by golly, I'll tell you, they couldn't have had much. They must have been running on vapors when they crossed the start finish line. They had knocked off the fuel, they were going 10 mile an hour slower than the guys that were trying to, close the gap on them. And them guys, because they had pitted, they were running about 30 some seconds behind. So they had a half a track to catch up, And folks, if you didn't see that race last week, man, you need to go back and watch it, because that was an absolutely amazing race that I think, like I said,
it was a good one.
Yeah, I felt it was one of the most exciting races of the season so far because of the fuel mileage. It makes it a nail biter all the way to the end, because even the drivers don't even know if they're going to make it. It's a guessing game for them.
Absolutely. Especially with a different calculation this week for the fuel mileage. It's not going to be the same as last week. They're going to have to redo it.
You know, I think if they, you know, as I already said, Columbus took a chance, you know. And if he wouldn't have, you know, we might not be sim racing today.
Right? All right. I believe the lights are going to go out this time by. All right. We are getting ready to go back racing here.
Well, folks, give us a thumbs up on the race, and don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here.
Some comers and goers during that cycle, Rudy. Gary Whitmer started in 29th position, has worked his way up to 13th, and nice. Mateus Farias, he started on the outside pole. He's back to 21st right now. So as we get ready to go back green, we'll reset it here for you. Michael Pegg, your current leader. Gary Slavinsky starting to his outside in second. Pole setter Bryce Hinton in third. Thomas Holder fourth. Brandon Simpson fifth. Ryan Roberts in sixth. Randolph Richards seventh. EJ DeBoer in eighth. Dion Butler up to ninth. And Damon Pacheco in 10th. That's your top 10 here as we get ready to go. We'll have to see if these drivers are going to continue to be aggressive, or if they're just going to settle in and ride. Base car is off. The Peg leading them around through the tri-oval. Green is out. We are back underway from Talladega. We are restarting on lap 7.
Oh, look at that, Thomas Holder. Now we've been watching him, man. He has been doing some pretty extreme good racing as of late, and wow, Michael Pegg just jumped right up in front of them.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to be linked up with Gary Slapinski there. I think his goal right now is to get Slapinski clear of Bryce Hinton there, and both of them come down together like they did earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. We're 3 wide here back in the pack as the number 9 car gets thrown out there. That's Dale Prokop Belikwe.
Hey, just heads up, we're in some pretty bad weather here tonight. So if you wind up losing me, I don't know. Could lose power, lose internet. I don't know. Well, they've been in tornado watch all day around here.
Well, so let's hope it works out. And
yeah, I mean, it looks pretty nasty right now around us. So
Gary Slapinski is clear, as is Thomas Holder. Those 3 move down. That will relinquish Ryan Roberts to the lead of the outside line. Yeah, and he's got a pusher in EJ DeBoer. We know EJ is a good pusher here. He's going to try to get him up to the front. Here he comes. Will he beat him to the line? Not this time.
Yeah, EJ, you know, I'm not sure how I want to say it. One of the guys that actually working with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing here just started there this season, and man, I'm telling you what, the man is on fire. He is just absolutely, he has absorbed everything that there is to absorb off of these racers, and they drop it down in front. Look at that.
Oh, and
Ryan
Thomas
Roberts.
Holder had to check up. That was almost
Ooh.
big. He saves it, though. Nobody ran into him. We're still green.
Ryan Roberts going to lead his first lap of the race, thanks to EJ DeBoer.
Yeah.
Big push there, man. That was a heck of a push.
Oh, we got a little wiggling going on mid-pack. Everybody's scrambling. They save it. We are 3 wide, middle pack. Brandon Carlson on the outside.
What's the number?
25.
25. Yeah, that kind of busted the pack
Now
up a little
4
bit.
wide.
But, whoa, man. Well, if you're going to go 4 wide, this is the track to do it.
Yeah. They get through it. The 11 car in the middle, that is Kevin Lee. He is not happy, and he's in the wall.
There they go. That caution's out again.
He gets T-boned by the 35.
Oh, my.
Pole is...
Golly, man.
I saw that coming, Rudy.
Yep. Yeah, it was looking pretty nuts back there. The way them guys, when they went 4 wide, that's what made me a little nervous, you know?
Yep. Yeah, and it looked like that started the 43 of Sandy Curtis was behind the 11, and he gave him a bump, but that he did it in the tri-oval, and what that did when he bumped him, it pushed Sandy up into the 25 car, and it was just a chain reaction from there. Sandy saved it, but the 25 and the 11 go around. Yep. And the 35 just gets collected. A lot of fast repairs getting used early here.
Hey, Becky, how you doing?
All right. Yeah, and it looks like a little confusion waiting for the pace car there as they drove by it.
Yep.
So we'll see if anybody takes advantage. This comes in. And yeah, there goes the pace car. All right.
Gosh, I don't know how that's going to work. If that car come down pit road, oh God, would they get a passing?
He did. He did get passing under. That yellow. Is Damon Pacheco. He does have a black flag.
Huh? But I wondered because they weren't checking up and waiting for the pace car to get there, and then, and he wasn't in line. He was way ahead.
And I'm a little surprised, Rudy. The top 15 stay out. From 16th back, it came in. They've been out there 12 laps with a reduced fuel load. I'm surprised we didn't see everybody on pit road there. Some of these guys have been out here all 12 laps. They're only going to be able to make it about, 8 to 10 more.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, my friend and colleague put it last week. They must know something we don't know. You said that.
Why don't we talk to one of them and find out here?
Oh, get him up here. Ask him.
Michael Pegg, Dwayne the Booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we saw a lot of guys staying out here, but it's a little over halfway through through the pit window there. Are you guys just trying to get the field sorted out? Spread out a little bit?
We're going to go 5 more laps and then pit.
All right. Well, good luck. I know we're getting ready to go back green here, so we'll let you get back to it, but hopefully we're talking to you at the end.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Ryan Roberts going to bring him to the line. Pegg right behind him there, pushing him.
Yep. Ryan Roberts, EJ DeBoer, Michael Pegg, Gary Slopinski, and Thomas Holder, your top 5. Pace car is off. All right, here we go. Green is out. We're back underway.
Wow. Man, shot right out of a gun there, Ryan Roberts, man. He took a right off. Sometimes that's not a good thing to do because, boy, they'll collect you real quick here once they start reeling you in and go right on by you.
And as
But
you
it's
see, the
working out.
outside line did get by him there.
Yep, EJ DeBoer to the lead. Being pushed
For
by
now.
Gary Slapinski. Yeah, for now.
Brandon
Right?
Simpson coming on the outside, being pushed by Randolph Richard with Sandy Curtis in tow.
Yes, sir, man. What a great job, too. Guys are really pushing the heck out of each other.
And right now, I got a feeling we're going to see a little bit more two wide racing here on this run.
Yeah, Sandy Curtis coming up through. Man, that's just good. He needed this big run here. Big run.
So the 99 car gets shuffled to the gets shuffled to the middle.
Uh-oh.
That is Dan Witt. He gets back in line.
Man. Yep, I've known Dan for a long time. Dan's a good racer.
And that outside line just disintegrate.
EJ DeBoer continuing to lead. You know, might be one of them nights where we might see EJ in victory lane.
We might.
Yep.
Still a long way to go, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We've still got 60 laps left.
Yep.
Right. That outside line just evaporated here as we get drivers getting ready to make their pit stops. It's going to be interesting to see who comes and who stays out. I got a feeling the back half of this field will stay out as they've only been out there 4 laps. But, you know, that's not a bad call by these guys up front. If they're trying to get themselves separated, stay out of the chaos, just running it out, pitting early, you should take care of that for them.
Thomas Holder, 5th place.
The key for them is going to be staying together when they come off of pit road. If they get spread out, that could be disastrous.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael said they were coming in 5 laps. So what do we got?
Oh,
2
we got
more
Rick in the back.
Oh, another one. Caution. Oh, boy.
All right, that looked like a bumper hook situation here. Sandy Curtis. Yeah, it looks like Sandy Curtis was pushing Brandon Simpson, and he tried to come down, but he was not clear, and that turned him right in front of the single line field there. So it looks like a couple of cars involved in that one, but yeah, just a bumper hook there. Curtis thought he was clear, was not, and around he went.
Yeah. This is the 3rd caution already.
It is.
That's
16 laps in.
Not liking. I bet you we see him come to pit road now.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they're too close to that window. You know.
They've been out there 17 laps. A few more they could run, but they've definitely got to get caught up to the pace car. Pace car is about halfway down the backstretch, and the leaders are just now going through 1 and 2.
No, you're way behind.
I am? Oh. Now I'm
You're not
lying.
lying.
Okay. Thank you. I was wondering what was going on there.
Yeah. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
It was
what?
me. All right. We should see everybody coming down pit road now.
Yeah, here they come. Here they come.
And it's kind of a bad thing for these guys who are trying to split the field because now everybody's going to pit with them. Brandon Carlson elects to stay out.
Adjusted these cameras before. Oh well. Oh, Brandon Carlson, huh?
Yeah. And looks like Nick Donati stayed out as well. So those two, now they are only been out there 7 laps, but so they will have to pit before these guys. But if they can pit together, they should be okay.
Well, anybody we want to talk to? I was thinking maybe we talked to. Let's see, it was Gary. What? No. We could talk to Sandy, find out what happened there.
Sure, I'll bring him up.
All right.
Sandy Curtis.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Rudy.
Sandy, you got a copy?
Yeah, buddy, what's going on?
What happened there, man?
Hey?
What happened when the wreck? On the wreck, you know, the caution?
Yeah,
You know,
I couldn't hear you
the
there.
cars
Yeah.
spin.
I was trying to follow the guy I was pushing there, and I thought I had the space, but obviously I didn't.
Yeah.
But at least I didn't hit nothing. I kept the car, good smoke show probably for the cameras, but at least I didn't hit nothing.
So you didn't have to use a reset.
No, just went in, put some fresh tires, touch her up with fuel.
Wow,
You know, this
very
is
good.
last race for the points, and up there in third, so I got to try to get back up to the front somehow. You know, it's a long race, but that wasn't what I had planned earlier, that's for sure.
All right, well, we're getting ready to green. We'll let you go. Good luck. All right, pace car is in. Brandon Carlson bring him to the restart go. Green is in the air. We're underway. The lines really didn't get formed up there.
Yeah, Nick Donati on the outside. EJ DeBorgan, he's going to just, man, look at him pushing. Yeah, EJ, man, he is on a fire here tonight. I think that man wants victory lane tonight, I think.
I believe he does.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got how many other, about 23 or 24 more other drivers out there want to be in victory lane too?
Yeah. Well, we still got 31 cars on the lead lap.
Was there that many out there?
Yes, sir. 31 remaining. We've only had 2 drop out. Damon Pecho and we got a wreck in the back.
Again? What? What's going on back here?
All right, it looks like that was Joe Guy. Again, looks like he just got bumper hooked. He had to, so Sandy Curtis was pushing him, but he had to check up because Gary Whitmer was in front of him. I don't really think Sandy Curtis realized he was checking up, and it's just a classic bumper hook situation there.
Oh, man.
But only one car involved in that.
Joel Guy, huh? And looks like, did Joel take it behind the wall?
No, he was still able to go. He's got some motor damage, though. He's going to try to limp it back to pit road. If he can avoid having to take a tow, he's the 91 car. He'll at least be able to get his reset without losing a lap.
There he is. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, he's smoking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, man. Poor Joel.
And it looks like Brandon Carlson has been issued an EOL or a black flag, Rudy, for jumping the restart.
Oh.
It looks like on that last restart, the admins were watching, and he was ruled to go before the green flag.
Ooh. And Carlson, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And good news for Joel Guy, it does look like he was able to drive that back to his pit box, so he'll get his reset and won't have to take a tow.
Very good. Very good.
And that will keep us with 31 cars on the lead lap.
Hey, man, that's good. That's not bad for having the fourth caution.
Yeah. And, some guys are being a little too aggressive out there. It's just got to settle down and log some laps here.
Sure. The lights are still on the pace car, aren't they?
They are. Well, nope, they are out. We are going back.
Oh, I think they're only going about one lap and they're going back green. I don't know.
It seems like it because guys are just now coming out of pit road.
Yeah, we used to review the accident, talk to a person, and still have a half a lap to go.
I see what happened. Right?
Wow.
It looks like the admins have shortened the caution by one lap just to get us back going.
Okay. You can do that? I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that was an update a few months ago. iRacing, a little while ago, iRacing gave the ability to shorten up cautions or extend them.
Yeah. Do you have to set that up before the race, or?
Nope, you just do a command.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Dang. Okay. Well, that's good. Because especially Talladega, gosh, it takes you about, a minute and 20 seconds to go around this place. So.
Yep. Yeah, almost 2 minutes for the pace lap.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've lost track of how long that takes.
Well, here we go. And EJ DeBoer is going to bring him to the green flag here. He's going to have Gary Slipinski right behind him. Green is out. We are back underway.
Almost looked like they had a little tire spin, didn't it?
It did. And everybody gets through it.
Caleb with that, it looked like he may have spun the tires a little bit. Gosh, I am not seeing 31 cars out there, but whatever. I'm seeing about maybe 20. I don't know. Maybe that's a setting or 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, yeah, we got. I'm showing 31 out there.
Okay, maybe it just looks. It doesn't look like that many. I guess if they're. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
You're fine.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Gary Slipinski getting EJ right out there. Thomas Holder now in third. Michael Pegg fourth. And from there on back, they're 2 wide.
And now 3 wide as looks like Ryan Roberts got hung out to dry, car number 38 there, but he gets it back in line and no harm, no foul.
Yeah, wow, a lot of cars blinking out there tonight. Half the field blinked out. There's something going on. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it must be on this. Well, Ben Gear to the lead. Well, first short-lived, I guess.
All right, EJ DeBoer going to bring him around and lead another one.
Now they're all blinking out. Wow.
You might be having some connection issues, Rudy.
Oh, it's not on my end. It's on the server. Not me. But
we got to spin the 88.
On their computer, No, it's not on my end. They're all blinked out. That's on the broadcast computer, not my computer.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, 88 then, huh? Okay.
The 88, they were 4 wide.
Goodness. It's going to be a long night if they keep having all these cautions. Holy smokes.
It is, and
this is what, number 5?
Yep. And the Are you there?
I don't think they'll come in. I don't think they'll come in pit road, will they? No.
No. Well, some of them might. They've been out there 8 laps.
Could be a guys in the back, might. Who do we want to talk to? Why don't we get Thomas Holder up here? I've been kind of itching to talk to him.
He's currently in 3rd.
Thomas Holder, you got a copy?
Yeah, I sure do, Rudy.
Wow, what's going on out there, brother? I mean, man, it's getting kind of crazy out there tonight, ain't it?
Yeah, buddy, it's been an ugly race so far. All these cautions. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah. On our end, it looks like the guys might be getting just a little aggressive in the back, but anyhow, how's your night going?
it's going pretty good. We're just hanging in the front up here with these guys. Here, my teammates, and just riding this thing out.
Yeah, man.
Finish tonight. Hopefully, a win.
Yeah, you're in some pretty tough company up there. That's a good place to be.
Well, they're my teammates, so I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but right here. So we'll see how this plays out.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, we talked about it the other day about, how aggressive you've been. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a good way. That you've turned out to be a super good driver, just learning how to be aggressive and when to be aggressive. So, and it showed in your talents here that have really come a long ways, Thomas. So congratulations to you for all the hard work you've been putting in on it.
Well, thank you, Rudy. I appreciate you and Dwayne up there in the tower. I have been working pretty hard to get where I'm at, and right now tonight I've not been as aggressive, just trying to stay lined up here with all these cautions, but we'll break it loose here in a little bit, I hope.
Yes, sir. Very good. All right, brother. We'll let you go. Good luck out there, Thomas.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you up in the booth there.
Yes, sir. All right. EJ DeBoer looking to maybe grab a victory here tonight, Dwayne.
Yeah, and he's in good company to make that happen. They just got to get some green going here. Well, breakdown here, Rudy. This is caution number 5. So far, we've run 10 caution laps and 7 lead changes tonight.
With them overlays, nice.
Oh, yeah.
A wealth of information on them overlays. You got almost the same amount of information as they do in the real world.
That's true.
On back green.
Getting ready to. We are. Yep. Green is out. We're back underway. Lipinski getting a push on that outside line from Michael Pegg. He's going to clear DeBoer, but he's going to stay up for now.
Dan Witt joins in on the forces there a little bit. He's getting his 2 cents in on that lead pack. Coming up on the outside. Wow, look at that run. Holy smokes.
The outside line just took off.
I guess they did. That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Filling a bit. Even Billy Ricketts with them. Sorry. Good job.
Oh, checking up on the outside line. They're now 3 wide as they try to get it sorted out.
Man.
Ryan Roberts in the middle of it there. And they're going to fall back here as they try to get it sorted out. And they do.
What's his number?
38.
Let's see, when I come back in the field back here, now there looks like there's a lot more cars. I don't know. I wonder if there's a setting got changed in iRacing after the update or something. You know how the one that it only lets you see so many cars?
Yeah.
You have to
Oh,
set it. Another
caution.
caution? Oh no.
Aldo Nully.
Who?
The 33 car. Oh, looks like he got turned by the 35 coming off of the turn 4. Just he was on the outside line. He was trying to time. It looks like he was trying to time it to go in behind him. Just missed it. I don't know. They just come together.
Well, Dan Witt. And holy smokes, man. I wonder if we ought to talk to that man.
Go for it.
Let's see what he's up to here tonight. Dan Witt, you got a copy? Hey, Dan, you got a copy? In TeamSpeak.
Who's yelling? Who's what?
Yeah, I got you in the booth here with us. The broadcast booth in TeamSpeak. Okay. Guess you didn't want to talk to us.
I guess not. He's in the lead. He's got other things to think about.
I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well, make that caution number 6.
Yeah, man.
And
Not
I
like
got a
these guys to have that
feeling
many.
the admins are starting to get a little upset right now, Rudy.
Yeah.
Because
Lights.
we're not even halfway yet.
Who can we talk to now? How about Ben Gear?
Go for it.
Ben Gear, you got a copy? Nobody wants to talk to
Yeah.
us tonight.
Yeah, the guys put me back in there. I don't want to talk right now.
Like I said, nobody wants to talk to us.
And now,
Well, then maybe we just won't do any interviews tonight.
okay.
Wow.
Well.
Nobody wants to talk to us. All right, then.
All right. Well, lights are out. We are going green this time.
Yeah, Becky said with a shortened cautions there, she said that's a good thing. Cautions are too long. Yeah, they are.
They certainly are.
Yeah, they had to leave them long this time because of the wave by, so to get the cars caught back at the back of the field. So it's took the normal time this time.
And that'll put Kevin Lee, I believe, back on the lead lap. So that'll give us 29, all 29 cars remaining out there on the lead lap.
Dwayne, I'll be right back.
All right. Pace car is ducking off. Dan Witt, Billy Rickett, Gary Slapinski, Michael Pegg, and EJ DeBoer are your top 5. Green is out. Here we go. 45 laps to go. Both lines get a good start there. And as they come off a 2, it looks like the outside line does not have the push that they were hoping for. And Witt in front of Slapinski, who's giving him a push. He did EJ DeBoer in tow. Billy Rickett leading that outside line. He's going to get a push here from Michael Pegg. Trying to move forward.
Sorry.
And we got a 4-car breakaway up front right now. And is Dan Witt, Gary Slapinski, EJ DeBoer, and Brandon Simpson.
Yeah, Brandon Simpson, some new blood up in the front now. That's a nice looking car too. I like that car. Golly, beautiful paint job on that. Let me see if I can get up a little closer
Big
shot.
checkup in the
Ooh.
lower line there, but they get through it. That's going to allow the outside line to gain a little momentum there. Now a 10-car breakaway from the pack.
Maybe they're going to get their act together here and start cranking out some good racing now.
And here we go. Michael Pegg leading that outside line. Thomas Holder giving him a good push.
Because we're not that far from the midway here. About 4 laps from middle, midway through the pack or midway through the race. I'll get it up.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like that was the 000 there. He was being pushed by the 35 of Ivan Poltis, pushing the pusher.
Oh, that never works out good.
No, it doesn't.
You think they'll pit now?
I would say so. They've been out there 17 laps. I got to imagine everybody's been going to be on pit road here.
Okay. All right. Let's see if they do. If they don't, I'm going to get somebody up here to talk to. Maybe. How about EJ?
Okay.
Get EJ
Let's see
up
if he
here.
comes in.
Yeah. If they don't come in, we'll grab them up here real quick. I'll bring them up and you can talk to them. How's that?
All right.
Looks like they're coming in, though.
Yeah.
Yep. You hit the nail on the head, buddy. You act like you might have maybe called these races before like this.
I might have once or twice.
Once or twice, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. Who'd we get to stay out? Dale Brocop Valaquette.
Yep. Him,
All
Daniel
right.
Lewis, Nick Donati, James Mugen, and Matthias Frias all elect to stay out. I'm going to have to restart my relays here, or my overlays. 1 second.
Did they jam them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have an update. All right.
That's
You
fine.
don't have to update them. They just sometimes they do that. I don't know, because you got to think about the hundreds of scripts in there.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them. I'm not kidding. A lot of scripts, and boy, they get jammed up sometimes. Oh, I was going. We were going to talk to EJ. Let me drag him up here.
Yep.
There you go.
EJ DeBoer, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Dwayne.
Well, it's been a caution fest tonight. You guys have elected to pit for fuel kind of in the back. How do you get back to the front now?
Just work with fellow teammates that are right here in front of me, and we'll work our way back up there to the front. I don't have any thoughts that we won't get back up there.
All right. Well, sounds like some of these guys are going to start to settle down here, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end.
Yeah. It's been a little bit of a caution fest tonight, and a little bit of aggressive drivers, and it seems like those are starting to get weeded out. So you gotta take fuel when you can now, because this is when those long green flag runs are going to come. You don't want to get caught in a fuel mileage race.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, good luck, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right, back up front. Where'd he go? Dale Valaquette. Oh boy, I mean it's coming down like cats and dogs right now, Dwayne. Oh my God.
Wow.
I hope I don't lose you. I hope you don't lose me, I should say.
Yeah.
I better get my phone on charge while we have power, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Well, the lights are out. We're getting ready to go back racing.
What is he starting on what? Is he starting on the outside? No.
No, our leader's currently down on the inside. The ninth.
Okay. Okay. The way the camera was showing it here was I don't know, the angle wasn't right or something, and I thought it's not on the right car.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
nothing, man. Sorry, I was right in the middle of doing admin stuff.
oh, it's fine.
Oh,
We
okay.
completely understand.
It's okay, Ben. No problem, buddy. It's you didn't want to talk to us. It's no problem. Hey.
Well, I'd rather be talking to you from sitting there
I know.
in my race
I'm
car,
just-
but I'm just
Yeah.
tired of running under yellow. So it's time to start throw some people out.
Well, there you go. That's yep. I know. It's not a good job to do.
Nope, I hate it, but
Yeah.
we're not going to run around 75 laps under yellow. I mean, I think tonight so far the pace car's probably led the most laps.
I
Yep.
believe he has.
As Dwayne used to always say, it's iRacing, not iPacing.
That is correct. All right, guys, I'm back down here to Team 4. Good luck.
All right.
Okay, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Well, here we go. We'll see if we can get some green flag running in here. Pace car is off. And keep an eye on the top 5, Rudy. They stayed out. They're going to be low on fuel. We'll see how long they can last.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, from Dan Witt, Gary Slapinski, and them guys on back, they pitted.
Green flag. The outside line a little bit more formed up on this restart. They should have the momentum as they come out of 2. Bring back the tandem.
Yeah, big run on the outside. Oh my gosh, look at that, Daniel Lewis. Wow, big push from James
Mugen.
Mugen. Yeah, I guess that's big push there. Boy, that didn't last long though.
Nope, here comes that tandem duo on the bottom. I don't know when they did it, Rudy, but iRacing has brought back the 2-car tandem.
I know it. Yeah, I love that because it's all about who can hang and who can't.
Yep.
All right, still side by side up in the front here, and it's tandem all the way back through.
Well, Rudy, believe it or not, we are going to be halfway this time by.
Wow! After 6 cautions,
7
cautions.
7 cautions, and we're 3-4 wide in the back now.
7 cautions in 37 laps. Yeah, ouch.
It's gonna be the 97 of Dean Butler. He is hung out to dry on that outside line, falling back fast.
I see that.
000 does come up to help him out a little bit.
He just, I'm not sure if that 000 knows whether he wants to hang in there or not.
Yeah,
that's Giovanni. I think he used to run in a league I used to do, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not the only Giovanni, though. There was another one, probably. I was trying to think if I remember how to say his name. I guess I don't. All right, so Dan Witt trying to get back to the front. Yeah, them two battling there side by side, man. Not sure which one's going to be in the lead. Number 9. Why did I go to the 99? Duh.
I don't know.
Yeah, Dale Valicroft and Daniel Lewis in the front. And like you said, those are the guys there. Ooh, bam. See
yeah,
that?
a whole lot of wiggling going on right now.
Ooh. I think these guys better kind of chill it just a little bit there, man, or there's going to be a lot more guys going to get removed by the admins.
Yeah, and if they were to wreck right now in front of the whole pack, we're 2 by 2 right now, it would be huge.
Yeah, that would not go over well. Aliquette, Nick Donati. Wow, Donati just pushing that back bumper in.
Yeah, they've gotten out to this lead a couple times on the pack here, but the pack keeps reeling back in.
If we can ride along here with Donati, Nick Donati riding on board with him as he stays right there close to the back bumper. You got to get in there and get a little air in that radiator now and then. So there he hit him. Boy, that was a big hit, too.
That was a big hit, but the outside line was already nose to tail here. They're going to have the advantage coming through 3 and 4. Bottom line separates a little bit.
Coming to the line, it may be Daniel Lewis this time. He does have a pretty good run on that outside, and it looks like he is going to lead that lap. And he drops it down, leaves the guy to bottom there up on the high side. Whoa! Hey, buddy, you left your partner. Dang, he left his dancing partner.
We got a car in the wall, the 35 car right in front of the pack here.
What the heck happened there?
He's still moving. Let me see if I can go back and see what happened to him. We stay green, thankfully.
Wow.
Looks like he just may have had a equipment failure, Rudy. He just was by himself, went up into the wall, and he's now taking it behind the wall. So he must have had a hardware failure.
That's what we've been seeing that here as of late, and just to kind of talk about that just briefly, we'd already been through that here.
3 wide.
There's 3 wide up front. Oh my God, look at this. Wow, look at this.
Regulators leading the way. The outside, the middle line is just fizzling, and there they go. Gary Slapinski to the lead.
Nice.
And look at those 5. All 5 that were on that third groove made it past the 2 lanes. They were tired of waiting, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can only sit there in that pack so long, and then you finally got to go. Uh-oh.
And it looks like EJ DeBoer was the car out there. He is falling to the back, but he'll regroup.
Oh, man.
Gary Slapinski back to the lead.
That's working good. That's working up there good.
Yeah.
Dang.
Holy shit.
That's about sums up this race.
Yeah.
Randolph
Gary
Richard.
Slapinski. I think this is the first time he's led today, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. He's been pushing everybody else to the lead, but it's the first time Gary himself has got to the lead, you know?
Yep. Valaquette's getting a push on the outside from Randolph Richard. The 12 car of Derek Fulton. First time we've talked about him. He tried to jump up and lead the line, but they were having none of that. They just kind of pushed him out of the way.
Yeah, he said, nah, you're not fitting in here. Time to go. Bye-bye.
And now a 3-car breakaway up front. Slapinski, Simpson, and Pegg. But not for long. Here comes Valaquette on the outside.
Brandon Simpson.
30 laps to go.
Denied.
It's loud, ain't it? Does it sound loud?
It did.
Did it?
Headshot.
Rudy, do I dare say this is the longest green flag run we've had so far?
You're gonna jinx them. You're gonna jinx them. you know better than that.
Well, they can hold it against me. That's fine.
Yeah. Outside, Dale Valaquette. They've got some cars up there, but just not enough of them to be that competitive with that bottom line. That bottom line's, they're tucked in there pretty tight right now.
Yeah, and it looks like Caleb Willett, he moves up there to try to help out that top line, as does Damon Mays. So the outside line's starting. Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh.
12. They tried to go 3 wide, and that did not work.
Oh my.
Looks like the 26 of Caleb Willett. We were just talking about him. He tried to go 3 wide, but the hole closed up. It just was not there, and around goes the 12.
So it looks like we got about 3 cars maybe tied up into that. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
we'll see probably everybody on pit road this time.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now, this will not get them to the end. They're still going to have to pit one more time.
Absolutely.
Because
27 to go, and they've shortened the pit window, the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Nobody can make it from here.
Right. Yep. Let's see, we got 27 to go right now.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and even if they pit here, they're still not going to be able. They're going to have to pit one more time.
Yeah, even if they stop and top off, Rudy, no one can make it from this caution. Yep. So
yeah, that's for sure.
They're gonna be about 4 or 5 laps short of being able to make it.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Gary's going to bring them down pit road. I don't know. The way the cautions have been flying here, I don't know. They're kind of they're just no. I don't think they're really too sure what the right call is to do, because about the time you pit and then you start from the back of the field, can you get back to the front? See, I don't know if they're going to pit.
It looks like they're they're
they are coming in.
Here they come.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you take the fuel here, you minimize the amount of time you have to take. You just have to take a splash of gas and go. You don't have to take a full tank.
Yep.
Coming down pit road now is the right call.
Yeah, it looks like everybody is. Every single car on pit road. Now the race is off of pit road. And who we want to talk to? How about we talk to Gary Slapinski when we get, because looks like he's gonna come up pit road. He's won the race
off pit road. Yes, sir.
All right, I'll bring him up. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
All right. There he is.
Gary Slapinski, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, Wayne.
Well, it's been a wild one, but you guys really can't make it on fuel from here. Does the fuel strategy with all these cautions, how does that shake out? What are your plans? Do you dare tell?
I kind of convinced everybody to just go in this time. We're all going to stay out. I said, I think we go in. I said go in with less fuel. It's got to go for the last stop.
Yeah,
kind of just like a splash and go, and just hopefully, how the cards fall, we can just line up and maybe we can bring something home for one of us.
Yeah. Now you guys are notorious for pitting early, but with the way these cautions are falling, do you dare take that chance?
I know, that's what scares me. Every time I want in the beginning let's just keep on staying out. When it gets towards the end, it's just like, what do you do? And it just, you never know until you get to that if you're going to stay out or not. I feel like we should stay out as long as we can, and just walk away if I get hooked up with Michael or something, and then just take a quick stop right at the end there, and just a splash and go. That's my feeling. That's why I should think we should do.
All right. Well, we look forward to watching the strategies play out here, and good luck. Hopefully, we're talking to you at the end.
Thank you.
Got him. All right, very good. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong button there.
That's okay. All right. Well, it's getting to go time, Rooney, and this late in the race, we're not used to seeing this field still so close together and stacked up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a wild finish.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're in for a wild ride from here on out. Yeah, Becky, that was Dwayne that did that. Yeah, it was Dwayne. Hey, I'll tell you, you can dress them up, but you can't take them out, Becky. Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can reset the field here for you as we get ready to go back green with 25 laps to go. Gary Slapinski scored as your race leader. Brandon Simpson to his outside. Michael Pegg in third. Thomas Holder in fourth. Bryce Hinton in fifth. Dale Valaquette in sixth. Yep. Billy Rickett in seventh. Randolph Richard in eighth. Damon Mays in ninth. Dan Witt is 10th. Nick Donati is 11th. Dion Butler in 12th. Sandy Curtis 13th. Giovanni in 14th. Ed DeBoer 15th. 16th is Joel Guy. Gary Whitmer currently runs in the 17th position. James Hackworth 18th. Sean Frazier in 19th. Derek Fulton in 20th. Matthias Frez in 21st. Kevin Lee 22nd. James Mogan in 23rd. And Daniel Lewis 24th. The 24 cars still remaining. The ones that are out there are all on the lead lap. So still anybody's race here as we get ready to go racing.
Now, Becky, that's a plug-in for TeamSpeak that you can put these little sound bites in there,
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen. Alrighty then.
You can put little sound bites in there, but
there we go. Green is out. We are back underway. 24 to go at the line.
We felt a little more couth than that. Is that still a word? Does anybody still use that word, couth?
I don't know.
You know what that means, right?
I do.
Class, you got a lot more class than to do like something like that.
All right, the inside lens got the lead for now, but here comes Brandon Simpson on the outside being pushed by Thomas Holder.
I don't know, man. Holder wants his victory tonight. I know he does. I know he can feel it. Yeah. How about Dan Witt? Mired back in the pack a ways here. They're running good, though.
Little shake up on that outside line, but they keep it together. Lost a little momentum on that. Oh, we got a blinker in the 88.
Ooh, that's not good.
That
Blinkers.
is going to upset a few of these drivers who are around him if you see them split.
Where is EJ DeBoer? Mired back in 11th.
3 wide for the lead.
Uh-oh. Holder down through the middle here. Uh-oh. Boy, they hung out Dale Valaquette there. They hung him out. And he is going backwards real fast here. He's going to fall to the back of the pack. Right. In the top row there, we do have Thomas Holder trying to get up there. He does have a pretty good pusher there, Randolph Richard. And if you remember in the recent past here, those two did work pretty good together.
Yeah. Ooh, 37 gets thrown out there. Billy Rickett, I'm sure he's not going to like that move.
No, Randolph Richard kind of crowded him almost off the track.
And now that outside line's forced to check up because of it.
Yeah.
Back they go. And we have another breakaway pack back here, Rudy. Starting with the 11 of it, Kevin Lee. Some guys looks like they're anticipating another caution. They want to stay out of it.
Yeah, and you know what? When I used to race a lot, that's where I stayed. I like to be about 3 seconds off of the leader, stay back there a little ways, or 3 seconds off the car ahead of you, I should say, and just stay there until you get down to about 10 to go, and then drop the hammer.
Yeah, and they're about 3.5 seconds back right now, so it's working out for them.
Yeah, that's a little bit far. You can make it up. I mean, I know guys I used to race with used to say if you stayed inside 4 seconds, but it's hard to get that 4 seconds back, you know, when everybody is, you know, you look at that front pack up there, how they're just tight together. It's really hard to close that gap back up on them. Now they're using the slow car there of Dale Valaquette, and that's going to help them a little bit, pick up a little speed, but Valaquette goes to the back of the field.
And up front, Brandon Simpson continues to lead the way.
Yeah, he's doing a real good job up here. Staying, he knows what he's got to do if he's going to try to get the victory lane here. He's got to try to stay ahead of those next two behind him, Gary Sapinski and Michael Pegg.
Yeah, and the field's kind of getting split up now. This is exactly what those drivers wanted to see. So see how this shakes out. But we got a 4-car breakaway for the lead. 5th is Thomas Holder on that inside. Damon Mays to his outside, trying to get ahead of him. And he's got
some of these guys, we haven't seen these guys up in the front, you know, until now, like Damon Mays. He's worked his way up here and got himself into the battle here inside the top 10 for the first time today.
Yeah, and good news for these drivers now, Rudy. They're in the pit window. They can pit from here, and even if we have a green-white checker, which is very possible tonight, they're going to be good to go. And we are 3 wide back here in this second pack.
Yeah, I don't think Thomas Holder is too happy about that. Whoa! Did you see that?
I did.
Right down in front of Thomas Holder. I bet you Thomas Holder's giving him a what for right about now.
Yeah, he's on his bumper pretty hard right now.
Yeah, he's telling him he's number 1 or something. And look at that front pack, how far they have pulled away. Oh, my.
Yeah, that's because of the hard racing these guys have been doing. 3 wide will let you get way down here. So this is exactly what those leaders wanted to see. Well, we have several distinct lines now, starting with Brandon Simpson all the way back to 4th place, Bryce Hinton, our pole sitter there. And then the next line is going to be led by Damon Mays, back to 10th place, Billy Rickett. And they're being caught by Sandy Curtis, EJ DeBoer, and Dan Witt.
Yeah, looking back there,
we got a wreck.
Place. Uh-oh.
James Hackworth goes around, but we stay green.
Wow. I was looking back. That is about almost 3 seconds back to 5th place from 4th. So that's quite a ways back. Gary Whitmer now goes into 6th place. Yeah, he's this is the closest we've seen him to the front today. Here you go, Becky. Let's see. I was talking about you all. Oh, jinxing the drivers. Okay. What? Yeah, no, I know. We don't like to jinx the drivers. Sometimes we do it and don't realize it. Guys,
Yeah.
what's them ones up ahead of the leaders there? Or what's going on? Or is that the lead? That's the leader.
That is the leader. Yes, sir.
3.8 seconds ahead of these guys. Holy moly. 4 seconds make it.
Yeah, make that 4 seconds. Thomas Holder in
Goodness.
5th, and they're 3 wide back here again.
Yeah, they're going to go nowhere.
No, they definitely have to reel this in and get nose to tail if they have any chance
Yep.
of catching the leader. They're just going to start getting smaller in their mirror here.
Yeah.
But, you know, the big question is, Rudy, when do they pit?
Yeah. And everybody's, the way the cautions have been falling, everybody's afraid to pit early because about the time they pit, then a caution will come out.
Yep.
So, somebody's going to have to break the ice and say, okay, I'm going to pit first, and we'll just have to, play the cards the way they fall, I guess. So, and you
Well,
just have to take that chance.
Yeah, and right now they've been out there for 12 laps on this run, so they've got about 8 to 10 left. Here comes some people in pit road now, the back half of the pack. Kevin Lee leading them down, Daniel Lewis, Kevin Moog, and Matthias Ferris.
Yep, so a few of them coming in.
You see the final pit stops coming. The key for these guys is they have to come out together.
Yeah. If we see these front 4 stick together, what do you think's going to happen if these front 4 stick together?
Well, they're probably going to have the advantage.
Well, two of them are going to know when they're going to pit, and the other 2 are not.
Yeah, that is true.
It'd
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, because
those 4 that came in, Rudy, they did come out together, so they're going to be. They have the advantage right now.
Very good.
That might be the winning move of the race.
Well, we've seen that where sometimes the first ones to pit, are usually, the ones that could be the winner. So,
yeah, as long as they stay nose to tail, they will be the line to beat here. They're still on the lead lap as well.
Come on, man.
So even if we do have a caution, Rudy, they're all set.
Yeah.
Open Gangnam Style.
And right now, the pack of 4 is out to a 6-second lead on the tail. Now, this pack, the second pack, led by Gary Whitmer in 5th right now, they are nose to tail, so they finally got that sorted out. But they have a long way to go to make this up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think EJ DeBoer's back where he wants to be right now, but man, that's a product of getting shuffled out, and then you can't get back up there to that lead pack. But
right,
yeah, I don't know. How do you make that up if you're 6 seconds behind right now, and if this stayed green the rest of the way? How do you make that up, Dwayne?
Pit road. They have to come in and pit early and get back out there ahead of these leaders. That's going to be the only way. But they all have to come in together. So somebody's got to organize them to come in, and I just don't know if that's going to happen.
Right. Yep, Dan Witt back here now. He led a lot of laps today. I don't know maybe if he's led the most laps, but he led a lot of laps early in the race. And he's back here now in 8th place in that group. I want to get back up here to the front and see when these guys may be going to come to pit road.
No, he didn't slam you. He didn't bump you.
Rubbin's racing.
Rubbin is racing, absolutely. I heard that one somewhere.
Yeah.
No, he didn't slam you. He didn't bump you. He didn't nudge you. He was
The one Michael likes is this one here.
Lieutenant Air
From Lethal Weapon. When they're in the gun range and he sends the target way down and he shoots a smiley face on it and he goes,
Yep.
have a nice day.
Yep. 10 to go.
Yep, 10 to go. Boy, I'm telling you, I'd be a little bit worried about right now what these guys, because they can't make it.
No.
They're going to be, what, about 4 or 5 laps short? Something like that?
Everybody should be on pit road in the next 5 laps or less.
Yeah.
It looks like Dion Butler is one of the cars on pit road right now making his final stop, but he's in by himself, Rudy.
Yep. And that's not a good thing to do.
Nope.
Gary Whitmer and crew, they have picked up some ground. They're down to 5.1 seconds. So they have picked up some ground since they got rid of some of them ones that were just all over the place. And they've made, I would guess and say probably Gary and EJ and Sandy Curtis have probably had a little chat with them guys and say, all right, guys, the only way we're going to reel in them leaders is if we get in a row here. We can't do none of this 2 and 3 wide stuff and fighting each other. We've got to stay together.
Absolutely. And I just don't know if they have the time to catch him, Rudy.
I don't know.
I mean, the pit stops are going to be the key factor. Who gets in, who gets off the quickest. And right now, the lead pack has the advantage because they don't have to stay there for a full tank. They just have to take maybe a quarter of a tank and go, and they'll make it to the end.
AEF 1256 says Gumbo got a new fiber optic connection. Super fast AT&T internet. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. I used to race and win a lot on a 3 meg connection. So internet speed really doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't mean anything. We were just talking about that before the race tonight. About you guys at $7,500 don't look like it is helping him tonight. No, it won't. AEF. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. $7,500 in race equipment, and they don't win any more than they did before they spent $7,500. But that's just my opinion, okay? Whatever my opinion's worth, which isn't worth anything. So, well, we're still waiting to see who's going to be the first one to come to pit road because we're coming down to 6 to go this time by, Dwayne. We're knocking on the door of they must pit.
Yeah, we certainly are. Now, Kevin Lee right now, a 3-car group, is just ahead of the leaders. These guys are good to go to the end, but if you get lapped, it's not going to count for much.
Sure. They're not coming in yet. Wow.
They've been out there 21 laps.
They did get the memo that they can't make it, right?
I think so.
I hope so. When the engine goes, it's too late. Yeah.
We will probably see them come down this time, Rudy. They're on 22 laps in a shortened fuel tank from the previous races. So I got to imagine they are on fumes right now.
Yeah, I would say. So we'll see. If the leaders come in, let's see if we can get maybe some of them other guys to come in. Gary Whitmer and those guys. So
here they come.
Here they come. Yep. They all got the memo. Very good. So let's see what Gary Whitmer's bringing this crew in too. So they're all pitting together. Wow.
Now you just got to make sure you don't make any mistakes here. Get into your pit box. Get in, get out as cleanly as possible. Don't overshoot it.
That's right. Watch these because they're going to be a splash of gas and out of there. No tire changes.
And they're off.
There they go. Yes, sir. Gary Slapinski's going to lead them up pit road first. Lots of gas.
But what this has done, Rudy, the 4 of them are spread out right now. This is going to allow those ones that came in with them that were behind.
Sure.
You asked how they got caught up, or were going to get caught up for 6 seconds. Here they are.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Gary
a
Whitmer,
long line
Thomas
of cars
Holder.
behind them.
Yeah. And let's see, they're, can't see how far back
Where to
they
go?
are. Yeah, they're 6.5 seconds behind Gary Slapinski right now, but if that time is correct, it usually is messed up till they come around and get to the line, so we'll see. Right now, Gary Slapinski back in the lead. Tornado watch until 3 a.m. just popped up on my Alexa.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. It's been nasty weather here. This is the 4th week in a row that we have had the nastiest weather in the nation. I've never seen anything like this.
And
Tornadoes.
Bryce Hinton got essentially caught out there, Rudy. He's lost the top 4. He's going to get freight trained here as they go by him.
Who'd you say?
The 88.
Oh, 88. Okay. I thought you said Brad Simpson. I was looking,
No.
he's the second. Oh, Bryce Hinton. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, my bad. I couldn't hear you right. It's my bad. Yeah, that's too bad because he was a pole sitter, wasn't he?
Yep.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, he does have some guys closing up on him here. Gary Whitmer and Thomas Holder closing up on him here really fast. So he may be able to join in with them, and then that should help them close in on that pack ahead of them.
Yeah, they're 3 seconds back right now, but they're running out of time, Rudy. We're 2 to go.
Yeah. No way they're going to do it. Yep. So let's get back up front here. Let's pay attention to what's going on up in the front right now because this could be interesting because now they've got the guy in the middle there, Brandon Simpson, doesn't normally race with Michael Pegg and Gary Slapinski, but he is in the middle. Now, the next car back is Sandy Curtis, which is 2.7 seconds. Now, I don't know. Let's see. Is he racing with? Does he have anybody working with him? Oh yeah, he's got a big crew here. They're going to close that gap. They're already. But is there enough time? No. There's only 2 to go.
Yeah, we're coming up on the white flag here. This time by, so we'll see what they can do. It might be too little, too late, but they are definitely closing in on those front 3.
Yeah, but oh my, I don't think it's going to be enough though. They got what, 1 to go?
They are coming. White flag is in the air, Rudy.
Yes, sir. 1 lap to go, and those guys are 2.6 seconds behind these front 3. What's going to happen here? I don't know, man. Pegg dropping back a little bit. Is he going to let those 2 battle it out? And maybe I'm going to bet you he's waiting for Brandon Simpson to pull out and maybe make a pass on Gary, and then he's going to slip right up in behind Gary and push Gary onto the win. I don't know.
We'll
I don't
see.
know.
Simpson's going to have to get a bigger run than that as they come off a 4 for the final time. This is it. Lipinski holding the lead. Simpson to the outside, but I don't think he's going to have the momentum, Rudy.
Nope.
And this is probably going to be one of the easiest wins. Gary Slapinski will bring it home first.
Yeah, very good. Nice win. Nice win. Congratulations to Gary. Well, we'll get these guys up here. Be safe. Oh, trust me, Becky. My wife stays on top of the weather every single second. She's probably not even sleeping right now. She's probably got the weather on her phone or something, alerting her. We stay on top of it because the way the storms have been here for the last month has just been insane, man. I've never seen anything like it. So, but thank you very much, Becky. All right, folks, we're going to get these guys up here and talk to them. Now I don't know if about Simpson. We won't be able to get him in here, but we can get Gary Slapinski. I got him, and we'll get Michael Pegg up here. We can't get Simpson. We can't get Damon Mays. Who's next? Who's the next one we could grab?
We can get EJ here. Got him?
EJ? Oh, okay. Well, there we
Hey
go.
guys.
Hey. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll start out with the winner, huh? Is that how we want to do it, or what?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Dennis Slapinski, you bring home the win here tonight. Tell us about them last few laps. You know, you had to make a late pit stop. We were really wondering when you guys were going to come in. We knew you were getting into the window. You had been pretty close to running on fumes, and you guys all put it together. You had talked to Brandon Simpson and whoever else was running with you there, and you all four pitted together. Three of you come out together. Were you worried about Brandon Simpson pulling out and trying to make a run on you? Because it looked like he did try at the end, but he just didn't have enough oomph to get there.
Yeah. He definitely tried. He pushed me out there a little too far. He was trying to slow up, and he was trying to get a little push from Michael. He probably did this a little too late. He probably had a run on me. But overall, I mean, he did an awesome job tonight. He was really good. I was impressed with him.
Yep.
I told him I would roll him anytime, so I could tell
Heck
somebody's good, and he's definitely good. I could tell.
Yeah. We've seen quite a few guys that were pretty decent out there tonight. They knew what to do and when to do it, and just showed some power. At the beginning of the race, there seemed like a lot of people lost their patience. I don't know what the deal was, but started out with a lot of cautions. But the end of the race turned out really super good. So before you get out of here and go celebrate that win, Gary, who you got to thank for it tonight?
Oh man, I'm going to thank my teammates. I'm going to thank you guys tonight for doing that's a great job tonight. Unfortunately, there was a lot of cautions, like you said, and which was kind of a bummer. But overall, it was a pretty good race at the end there, and I had a really good time. I would like to thank Lucky Dog and everybody out there that's watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and thank you. God bless.
All right. Thank you very much, Gary.
And and a big shout out to Al. We kind of lost one of our guys.
Yes.
Al.
Yes.
And Alcina. And this is a big shout out to him. It's actually, you know what? We'll put this one out for him. He's a good man. I put it out for him. This is all his.
Yeah, that's very admirable of you, Gary. Very, very admirable. So, all right, buddy. Well, congratulations on your win, and giving it out there to Alcina, one of our very, very good friends of ours in iRacing that we lost. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Gary. All right, Dwayne, you got, well, we didn't get second. Brandon Simpson finished second, but you got Michael Pegg finished third.
Yes, sir. Michael Pegg, man, what a race. A lot of cautions, but we finally got some green flags there at the end. Fuel strategy did play a little bit into it. Talk about your racing out there a little bit tonight.
Just a lot of cautions, trying to get people to settle down, and we finally got that under control. We only got one green flag pit stop. I wanted to get all three in tonight, but didn't happen. A lot of people, just not patient. They don't understand this car. You lose the draft, you get 3/10 back. That's it.
Yeah, we saw a lot of aggressive moves. Just people, making moves when they thought they were clear a couple times, and just some people, pushing it when they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, it really didn't do any good when you get a bunch of pit stops. So if you're fast at the pit stops, I can understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to make moves, but if you're not good at pit stops, you just might as well just follow the guys and settle down. Because all that jicking and jocking, you're just going to get smoked in the pits, So.
Yeah, and we definitely saw that once you guys made your final pit stop, you had a 3-second lead, and that second pack, even though they had more cars, they just could not gain any ground on you.
I saw them. I looked up and didn't realize how close they were. That's when I really tightened up. But Brandon, he was hats off to him. He ran great tonight.
Yeah, he might be a good one to choose for the team there, Michael.
Yeah, no doubt. But we did everything we could tonight to get this win for Al. it's there, man. I hate to lose a teammate. It's really upsetting. Been
I
racing with Al
understand.
for 7 years. Just an incredible guy, super fast, a lot of talent. Love super speedways.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we will let you get out of here. But before we do, who do you got to thank for your third place finish tonight?
Well, thank Al for this tonight. God himself, and want to thank Cash, Tracy, Molly, Winston, and Benji, all the regulators, all the Lucky Dog guys. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting tonight. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a good night.
All right. Thanks again, Mike. Good luck. Congratulations on your third place finish. Good luck next week.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
we didn't get to talk to Damon Mays finishing fourth, but we did get fifth place in here. EJ DeBoer. EJ, wow, man, what happened there that you got separated from those guys up in the front?
I was with them. I was at the tail end of a pack as we were making the run up to the front, but they made the cut down on the low line. One car too fast and too early, and it left me out on the high line. So I ended up going all the way to the back, and I just had to find someone to work with at the back to push back up there. I know they didn't know that I was at the tail end of that behind them, so no hard feelings on that. But it was, I tell you what, it was good early up front, running up there. Kind of got pushed to the back there, and was just patient. And I tell you what, Damon Mays, I'll run with him anytime. The two of us right there at the end, we got hooked up, and I kept trying to bump him to get him to go up a little earlier, because I know in practice Damon and I ran some fast laps together. So I was trying to push him to give him the hint to get up and go out, because right there at the end, we were 5 seconds down from Peg, and right there at the end we brought it down to what looks like a 1.928. So we were knocking some laps off of him there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe there's a couple of names there, EJ. You got a little pull in the league. Maybe you can tell them guys, hey, we got, they were talking about Brandon Simpson there. Maybe you could get Damon Mays in there too. There's a couple of potential good league members.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, once we got that mess weeded out early on there, and unfortunately, with Ben having to go up as the eye in the sky to help clean things up, that's unfortunate, because I always like to have Ben down here racing with us and everything. So we do appreciate Ben going and being that guy to try and help clean that race up and everything. But yeah, there's definitely there at the end, there were some good guys left out there that would be good additions to the league.
Absolutely. All right. Well, who you got to thank then for your fifth place, CJ?
The good Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Start off with him, and then my family, Emily, Evan, Ethan, serving in the Army overseas. You guys up in the booth, Rudy, Dwayne, Ben, Mike, Brian, everyone who just puts all this on. They do such a great job with it. All of the Lucky Dog guys that are teammates that I run with. And then I didn't know Al. Just being with these guys here, and hearing, how much they really thought of Al. So a shout out to Al. It's a very unfortunate thing, that the iRacing world and friends have lost a good friend there. So big shout out to Al.
Yeah, I've known him for years. Obviously, I've known him longer than Michael known him, but probably Michael was a little closer to him toward the end there. He was a great man, great racer, a heck of a teammate to have, man. I'm telling you. So yeah, we're definitely a big loss in the iRacing community. So
absolutely.
All right. Well, go celebrate that fifth place, and man, we were really kind of counting on you to pull out a win here tonight, EJ.
You know what, had I been able to, stay a little bit more to the middle, and and had some teammates, right there with me. I got hooked up with some guys that weren't they weren't teammates. They weren't anybody that's, normally running Lucky Dog. So again, when you have that, you've got to work with, their driving, their skill, and they don't go where you want to go and everything. But you know what? If I ever see Damon or Brandon back out here, it'll be definitely guys that I'd want to hook up with and run with the Lucky Dog guys, because I think as a group we could really lay down some laps.
Yep. Very good. All right. Well, we'll see you back here next week then. I think next week is the season finale, I do believe, isn't it?
This week, tonight was the season finale.
Oh, tonight was?
Yeah.
Oh,
tonight was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess
And then,
we were wrong on that. Then.
that's what I heard at the start of the race.
Yeah.
Tonight was the last one, but I believe Brian's kicking everything the new season off right start of next
Yep.
week. That's what I believe I
Yep.
heard.
That's the best thing to do. Don't because you wind up losing guys. They lose
Yeah.
their interest in you and they'll go somewhere else. You know,
Yeah,
so that's the best thing to do. Yeah. Yeah.
we have to because there's already I know of at least 3 other super speedway series that run on Saturday nights, right around the same time as ours.
Sure. Yep. Yeah.
So
You'll lose guys quick.
Yeah, we got to keep them here. We got to get this
Yep.
going.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later then. Congrats on 5th.
See you, Dwayne, Rudy.
Yep. Congrats.
All right. Well, Dwayne, I don't know if you want to run down through because I know some of the names are kind of hard, but why don't you just run down through the top 10? How's that?
Top 10. All right. Gary Sapinski is going to bring it home in first. Brandon Simpson in second. Michael Pegg third. Damon Mays in fourth. EJ DeBoer in fifth. Sandy Curtis in sixth. Dan Witt in seventh. Gary Whitmer started it clear in the back of the field. He gets an 8th place finish tonight. Thomas Holder in 9th, and our pole sitter Bryce Hinton will round out the top 10.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight at Lucky Dog Sim Racing. And Dwayne, thank you so much for the help. You know that, brother. And we will catch you all next week. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.